Well, if you hear the ladies shrieking, that's because T-City is making his way to the octagon. The former title challenger, Brian Ortega. And a lot of people, DC, do believe for this jiu-jitsu practitioner, his ceiling is championship, and eventually he'll get it.
Yes, the ladies go crazy for T-City. Even his video game character is the best-looking guy out here. Brian Ortega is a jiu-jitsu guy. But as you saw in the Frankie Edgar fight, he has now developed striking to match. That was a massive uppercut that floored a guy that had never been finished before. So as long as he continues to improve, John, he will realize a UFC championship before it's all said and done.
All class outside the octagon with his Brian Ortega foundation, but T-City has got his eyes fixed on the prize. Title eliminator of sorts here tonight. All right, so Islam Makhachev getting back on the proven ground here tonight, putting his undisputed UFC lightweight championship on the line. So much to love about this man's mixed martial arts acumen, his fight IQ, and you got to think it's going to take the very best out of his opponent to wrest the belt away tonight.
Anyone that hopes to beat Makhachev has to be on their game. Your wrestling's got to be on point. Your striking's got to be on point. But more than anything, you have to have a steel mind. You cannot break in front of Makhachev because he will then drown you. This guy is a champion for a reason. And as you have seen time and time again, Hasbullah joins the Dagestanis in the octagon.
Perhaps that's an X factor tonight. The great Hasbullah in the corner of Islam Makhachev. Islam Makhachev steps inside the octagon. He is ready to fight. Our tale of the tape for this lightweight championship fight. We send it inside the octagon. Here's Bruce Buff.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC lightweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Brian T-City Ortega. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC lightweight champion of the world, Islam Makhachev.
Herb Dean, our referee for this one. All right, round getting underway, and we take a look at the Combat Sambo World Champion and UFC lightweight contender, Islam Makhachev. What will he do in this fight? Well, oftentimes he does whatever he wants to do. Certainly he can impose his will on the ground, where his game is just so nuanced when it comes to the throws and the trips and the manipulation of joints and everything else. But on the feet, in a kickboxing setting, this man is proven elite as well. A true 5-tool player who many believe by year's end could just be the king of the lightweight division.
He's going guillotine. Wow, that is great submission defense.
Posturing up now.
And now the damage is about to start. Getting them out here.
Postures up now and lands a vicious head strike. And busy as he looks to improve position here. Oh, this is some high-level, efficient, effective ground and pound by Ortega.
Oh, in the mouth. Yes, smart adjustment, yep.
All right, trying to pass here, as Glover Teixeira might say, not today.
Not today. Great job of following with the hips, keeping those legs locked and keeping them in full guard.
Ortega's back in full mount. All right, so he's setting up for a submission here.
Oh, that's getting deep.
Oh, favoring position over submission.
Very smart decision. You never want to value the submission over keeping dominant position.
Oh, lands with the ground and pound strike. Now inside the closed guard.
And he's going to try to find ways to pass and move to a submission.
Under a minute to go in our opening round. Trying to pass the guard here, but a nice job by the bottom fighter defensively.
Bottom fighter did a fantastic job of following with his hips, making sure he blocked any attempts to get past his guard.
Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Ortega.
He passes to half guard.
These ground strikes really started to add up. There's another one. Second round, straight ahead.
All right, buddy, let's punch into that clinch this round. All right? He has no answer for your clinch. He's not defending the right way. He's open for those knees, those elbows. All of that is working great.
Well, what a round it was, especially from a striking standpoint. DC, take us through.
High-level striking. I mean, this is what people come through the doors to see. Two men stand on a quarter, chest to chest, forehead to forehead, and let it all fly. I'm surprised nobody went out, but it does excite me for the next round.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, second round underway. And able to land that kick to the chin.
Ooh, right hand.
Well, I'm not sure if it's the fatigue, fear, if that's a factor at all, but his submission skills are so good, but he can't execute them if he can't get the fight to the ground.
Got to get the fight to the floor. You cannot stand there and strike with a striker, especially when you're this good in the submission. Very active off of his back. Lands a beautiful strike from the bottom.
Making all these shots count.
Trying to recover full guard there.
Rubber guard now, DC. Some submissions at his disposal if he so chooses.
Yeah, he does have a couple submissions. They're very rare submissions. Go-go plata, omoplata. But
Ortega's got his arm under the chin, going for a guillotine now.
that guillotine is tight.
Also, how about that position over submission as he bails on the sub?
I think that's a great job. You got to make sure you don't end up in a worse position because you're trying to score a submission.
Under 3 minutes now to go in the round. Lands with the ground and pound here. Makhachev's in half guard. Fighter trying to pass here, ooh, but gets denied.
Gets denied. Great job, great recognition of seeing what your opponent was trying to do.
Ortega's right back to the full mount here. Submission attempts in bunches, another one here. Oh, good technique there. He's got the triangle choke locked in. Oh, he's out. Most fighters will tell you offensive wrestling is the hardest, most exhausting thing.
Especially if you're just running the guy over. Jonathan, he just gets up.
Man, submission defense is a powerful thing. Offense keeps going for it. Defenders held up every step of the way.
Yeah, the defense have done a great job just making sure he leaves nothing long, no submission attempts. Even when they get him, he continues to stay calm and patient, and he's defending these submissions.
All right, 45 seconds now to go in the round.
Nice shot there by the champ. Massive shot from the top.
Oh, nice job to split his guard and get the ground strike home again. Final seconds here of round 2. All right, round 3 coming up next.
All right, buddy, take a seat. Deep breath for me. Breathe, breathe. All right, you with me? Good. All right, your takedowns were great that round.
All right, now we check out some of the action from that previous round, DC. How about the display of striking?
Just high level. I mean, you would think that we're watching a K1 level kickboxing match opposed to being in the UFC. Both displayed great technical skills, unbelievable striking.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Here we go, 3rd round of this championship fight. Blocks the shot there. Oh, you can feel the breeze there. Swing and a miss by Ortega. You know, DC, you're usually pretty prophetic when it comes to these game plans and strategies. Are you surprised he hasn't even tried to take him down yet?
Yes, it's very surprising to watch a guy that has this type of wrestling chop not trying to attempt to get this fight to the ground.
Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Islam Makhachev. All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You gotta be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy.
Always offensive. Lands a shot from the bottom.
Ooh, right into side control, DC.
This is where you want to be now because you get to make your opponent decide. They try to turn back into you, you can attack guillotine. If they turn away to try to get to your knees, you throw your hooks in and you got all your rear choke submissions. Oh, right into mount.
All right, so there it is again. He's been very efficient with his ground and pound striking game tonight.
And now they're starting to pile. He's starting to pile them together. Punch after punch are starting to land in the top position.
Oh, postures up and lands a huge head strike there. Nicely done.
Referee help you here. Just as the referee will never take a guy out of mount, they will not take a guy off of your back. You have to get him out of his position.
Drops down inside the now closed guard of his opponent.
Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
Might be a submission attempt here, champ.
I mean, you cannot sit in a full guard. When you sit in the full guard, you give these guys so many opportunities. Nice shots landing from the top position.
And there it is, another strike on the ground, gets through. Showing off that leg dexterity and flexibility. Rubber guard now.
I mean, it's unbelievable to watch these guys who are able to bring the legs all the way up around the shoulders and just control you. Because to me personally, and I'm no jiu-jitsu expert, to me personally, it feels like this is a position to really just slow everything down. Are there submissions? Yes. But the ideal thing in this position is to slow you down from damaging and really just make you feel more in danger than you really are.
Makhachev's pass is denied.
That was nice.
All right, that's 3 rounds in the books. We are headed to the championship rounds.
Stop!
All right, sit down, breathe, get some water, relax. Now listen, that was awesome. Really good work. Way to control him from the top. I need you to work to pass that.
All right, now we take a look back at some of the action in that previous round, DC. A lot to like on both sides, really.
I mean, both were intent on going forward. And what happens when nobody wants to take a step back? They meet in the middle. That's exactly what they did, and they both found success over the course of that round.
Ground and pound keeps coming. Good movement to avoid that damage coming down.
Ready.
4th round now. Fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, 4th round is now underway as we get to the championship rounds. What is a fighter's mindset when you get to this 16th minute of the fight?
This is when you understand that nothing is ever going to be harder. This is the hardest round in fight. fighting. This is going to really test your will and your desire to become champion.
Right, so not exactly the big strike lands.
Big strike lands. Now he looks to try to chase down that finish.
Huge left hand.
Oh, nice takedown. Yep.
Makhachev's in half guard. Now drops inside that closed guard, DC.
Full guard. Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
Makhachev's back in half guard, very comfortable here. All right, feet on the hips here.
Yeah, he's in half guard here.
Let's get that side control going.
Ortega's back in full guard.
Beautiful ground strikes landed.
Oh, his ground and pound is on full display here tonight.
Relax, breathe.
Continues to apply pressure here in half guard.
He's got to be careful here.
Just over 2 minutes to go.
There it is. Now he's running him out.
Makhachev's in half guard.
Nice.
Ortega's right back to the full mount.
Win the scramble. Win the scramble.
Oh.
Hey, you gotta get off your back. You gotta get off your back.
1 minute now to go in round 4 of a possible 5.
You stand you up. You need to work.
In the half guard. Now he's going full mount. Look at him attack that arm triangle on the opposite side. When it's time to finish, he will lock his hands, pass his body all the way to the opposite side, drop his chest to get all the way down to his opponent's neck to try to choke him out and finish the fight. He's bridging.
Oh, no way, he got out!
He was able to create enough space to get his chest back flat on the mat and defend that arm triangle. Unbelievable.
Everything's landing, everything's working, just like in training, all right? You just gotta keep the pace. He can't stop us.
All right, so we now look back at some of the action from that previous round, DC. A lot of good highlights on both sides.
I mean, a lot of good highlights from both competitors. They both should be very proud of what they accomplished. But I'm telling you, man, I'm not sure they can keep this up. If they land at this clip for another 5 minutes, somebody's going to sleep.
You ready to fight? Ready. Good.
5th and final round. So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are going to take their toll as this fight goes on. Trying to go to the body here, unable to find the target.
Take your time. Take your time.
Nice kick landed there by Islam Makhachev.
Let's get busy with those hands now, man. Come on.
Big double leg, level change.
Well, the most significant stat in this fight, and you can see it right there in plain sight, bottom of your screen, the body strikes. His opponent has had absolutely no answer. He hasn't lowered his guard with the elbow whatsoever, and I'm not sure how many strikes to the body he can take before he ends up crippling here. We'll see. Ortega's in half guard now. Trying to guard pass here. Not today.
No, it ain't happening. Good job understanding the transition.
Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Ortega. Oh, and there's another ground strike for good measure. Well, he continues to manhandle him here on the ground.
Oh, into the mount.
All right, he's got side control here, DC. You know, he's got a lot of different submissions in his arsenal once this fight gets to the ground. Makhachev's back to the side control now. Oh, you gotta love the ground and pound strikes here.
Now Now he's got good body position, yup. Yes, smart adjustment, yup.
Inside the closed guard now.
I mean, he went right into his full guard. What does he do to try to advance himself to give him more of an advantage on the mat?
Oh, reverses the position there. Nice transition by Islam Makhachev.
Watch armbar here. What a tight armbar.
Oh, he's out of danger.
Great submission defense. Was able to take his arm out and stay safe.
1 minute to go in the fight. Makhachev's back in half guard.
Now into his mount.
Oh, reverses the position now. Outstanding work on the ground by T-City, Brian Ortega.
Great job landing from the top position. Nice defense.
Ortega's looking to pass out of the half guard here. Back and forth action right until the final horn. That one's going to hold up in the Fight of the Year conversation. All right, so an epic 25-minute championship fight here tonight, and it seems like the incumbent has done enough to retain his title.
They say every time you're fighting, when you're the champion, you get the biggest, baddest guy in the entire world. So, of course, it's going to be close. But I believe the champ did just enough to retain his title.
All right, the official decision is now in. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. The judges score the contest 49-46, 48-47, and 49-46. For the winner by unanimous decision, and still the undisputed UFC lightweight champion of the world, Islam Makhachev.
All right, so there he is, and still UFC lightweight champion at 150.